Please give a thumbs up if you can see sir and you can listen to him properly.
Wonderful.
That's
So,
perfect.
first of all, my greetings and best wishes to all the students and parents who are joining today. This interactive session is primarily for all those students who have taken the LSAT India January test. The results came on 7th this month, and we issued an offer of admission to all the students who secured more than 60 percentile and above in the 5-year BCom LLB, BBA LLB, and BA LLB program. Those who received less than 60 percentile, they were also given offer of admission to the 3-year BA programs, the BA Legal Studies and BA Criminology and Criminal Justice programs. Offers were also sent for LLB and LLM program. This session is primarily to answer some of the common questions which students are having, and also to answer your queries, whatever you had in your mind. So I'm very happy to inform all of you that some 150 plus students and parents came to our campus today. And I wish all of you could come and visit the campus someday and meet us. Tomorrow, actually, our Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. C. Rajkumar, is on campus. And we have invited the students who are in Delhi NCR or nearby cities to plan a visit tomorrow on Sunday morning, have a breakfast on campus, meet and interact with Professor Rajkumar, and also to have a nice campus visit and lunch and go back. It's a very, I will say, comprehensive campus visit program and interaction with Vice Chancellor tomorrow. So I will encourage all the students who are here, who have never visited the university, or even those who came today to meet me and we had good time, to be a part of the university tomorrow as well. So my colleagues have sent the invitation. We are starting at 9 o'clock in the morning, and Delhi people should leave at say 7:30 or so to reach the campus. Now, before I say anything, I would like to encourage you all to put your questions. So there are students asking questions about LLM program. They're asking questions about why Jindal, and also acknowledgement about fee receipt and all that. So I will cover each and every question one by one. But what I will encourage all of you to do is to read the emails carefully, and the onus is on the students. You are choosing to become a student of law, and therefore I urge all of you to develop the habit of reading and reading carefully. So when the offer of admission is sent to you, it is mentioned there that the moment you pay the fee, a fee receipt is generated. And fee receipt is a conclusive proof of admission. There is no need of any confirmation, acknowledgement, or anything from the university side. Of course, we will communicate, we will send you more details. But frankly, you have nothing as such to do during the months of February till July. You can take your 12th board exams with good preparation. And only in the last week of July, you will be asked to report to the campus. Till then, you are free. And even you can take an all India tour or a world tour, because this is the only time you get from your schedule graduating from school and joining the university. So once you secure admission. You are all set to just join the campus. Your classes will start from 1st of August. Last week of July, you have to report to the campus, participate in what we call a buddy project hosted by the senior students, as well as a comprehensive orientation program offered by the faculty and the administration. And 1st of August, your classes start. So the question about what is the next step after this, very simple. Your seat is secure, your admission is secure. Last week of July, you should pack your bags and report to the campus. Before that, you should certainly plan a visit and have a look around, meet people. Whichever school you come from, you may find some of your senior already studying in our university, either in law school or in another school or program. You can engage with them. You can get a fair idea about the university. Now, before I start taking more questions, I would like to tell a bit of procedural things. Like the offer of admission given to you is for the February test takers. The BA LLB and BBA LLB program admissions stand closed. There is no seat available anymore. There will be no admission in these two programs in February anymore. So the admission to BA LLB and BBA LLB program will reopen only in the month of May or June after the LSAT May results come. But right now, the BCom LLB program, the admissions are available, seats are available. And those who are keen to study at JGLS, you must secure an admission in that program. I will actually request Abhay to tell a bit about the process after this. And meanwhile, I will have a look at your questions and I will start, selecting and taking the questions one by one. Over to you, Abhay. Abhay is our Joint Director and Head of Undergraduate Admissions. So many of the students, I understand, and parents belong to the undergraduate programs. The questions regarding LLM program and 3-year LLB program, I will be taking up separately. So over to you, Abhay.
Thank you, sir. Hi, everyone. Good evening. I hope I'm audible and visible to all of you. If you can raise your hands. Okay, great. So to begin with, first things first, as Professor Mishra rightly pointed out, that the cutoff for 5-year law program is 60 percentile. So all students who have secured above 60 percentile have got an offer of admission for the 5-year BA, BBA and BCom LLB program. Now you all have to understand that there is no second cutoff list as of now. Even if your percentile is 59.99, you might have received an offer of admission for a 3-year program, that is a BA Legal Studies or a BA Criminology program. And as of now, there is no chances of us releasing a second list. As Professor Mishra said, the seats in BA and BBA LLB are already filled. Only seats available are in BCom LLB. Now, some of the students are questioning that a very, very big question or a very big point of discussion amongst the students and parents is that my child is from humanities background, I would prefer to go for a BA LLB program, or my child is from commerce background, does not like accountancy or hate accountancy, so I would prefer only a BBA program, not a BCom LLB program. First things first, there is absolutely no difference between any of the 3 5-year law programs. You all have to understand that the university is offering you a 5-year integrated law degree, in which the flagship program is LLB. You're not going for a BA degree, you're not going for a BBA degree, you're not even going for a BCom degree. The course that you're pursuing is an integrated 5-year law program, which essentially means that all the 3 programs are absolutely the same. It's just the mindset of certain students and parents who believe that BLLB probably is a superior program or BBLLB is a superior program. Let me tell you, and we are very proud of the fact that across all the 3 programs, there is absolutely no difference in terms of placements, in terms of career opportunities, or in terms of teaching methodology. The faculty members are also more or less same, all equally qualified and teaching in the law school only. Henceforth, Anybody who's not got an admission in the BLLB or the BBLLB can easily secure admission in the BCom LLB. And there is no need to transfer amongst programs like you've got a BBLLB program. So I saw somebody typing that, can I shift to BLLB? There's absolutely no need. This is just a mandate of the Bar Council of India that we cannot admit more than 5 sections in a particular class. Henceforth, we started with BLLB. Then when we got an approval of 5 sections, we completed that. We started with BBLLB, and then now we have 5 sections in the BCom LLB class. The intake of all the 3 programs are absolutely the same. We are admitting 300 in a particular batch of BA, BBA, and BCom LLB. But the class size is only of 60 students. So there is no need to worry, because I saw a question whereby people were asking questions that we're a big residential law school. So understandably, we are a big residential law school, but accordingly, we manage everything well. And the class size is only and only of 60 students. Also, one very important point to note is that I will just share my screen with you to give you a brief idea about what exactly or where exactly there lies the difference. I hope everybody can see my screen. So when I talk about the BLLB program, across all the 10 semesters and 5 years, there is just a difference of 2 subjects. So like you see BLLB, you see history 1 and history 2 being taught. So which basically means history only. And there is another subject, legal psychology. So there's just a difference of 2 subjects. In BBLLB, if you see, BBLLB, we teach business environment, then we teach principles of marketing and management, and business psychology and organizational behavior, which is common in BCom LLB and BBLLB. The mere difference between a BCom LLB, BBLLB, and a BLLB is in BCom LLB, you'll be studying subjects of auditing and secretarial practice and principles of accounting. Now, you have to understand that auditing and secretarial practice is not hardcore accountancy. Any student who's from maths background, from humanities background, or from commerce background, it has no role to play that you have a strong foundation of studying accountancy or anything like that. I am from a PCM background. I can study easily auditing and secretarial practice. It will help me understand the nuances of taxation law. It will help me understand, practice in corporate law firms which deals with taxation, because elementary knowledge of accounting is very, very important. And the second subject is principles of accounting. And honestly speaking, there is absolutely no difference. You will be taught everything from the scratch. Therefore, if any student chooses a BCom LLB program, he is absolutely in a very safe space. And more importantly, if there would have been a difference, and we would have believed that a BLLB is a superior program, or maybe a BBLLB is a superior program, or BCom LLB is a superior or inferior program, there is nothing like that. Then in that case, the clear indication from the university side would have been that there would have been a distinction in the cutoff range, which does not exist. So we have even 99 percentile studying in the BCom LLB program. It's a brilliant class of BCom LLB. It's as same as BA, BB, LLB. And it's important for all of you to understand that you all should join JGLS for the quality of education, not for the program that it is offering. Because it's important for you to join a 5-year law program, which saves your 1 year. And more importantly, you get international exposure, international opportunities, exchange programs, semester exchange program, dual degree programs, LLM pathway programs, JD pathway programs in the law school itself, with the exposure of you being taught by faculty members from 45 plus different nationalities and all holding an international degree, and from all pass out from great places like Cambridge, Harvard, and places like that. More importantly, you have to understand that in terms of placements, in terms of internships, all the 3 programs will give you equal opportunity. There will be no additional benefit of you studying in any particular program. So I hope that point is very, very clear. My friend Aditya will just share the PPT also, which shows you a semester-wise breakup of what all subjects will be taught in which semester, and where will you actually identify a difference in a subject of BA, BB, or a BCom LLB. Coming to another very important point, there are many students who have not got a 60 percentile and have received an offer of BA Legal Studies and BA Criminology. Essentially, in the law school, we offer you programs like a BA, BBA, BCom LLB, and at the undergraduate level, we also offer 2 very unique degree programs. One is a BA Legal Studies program, and the second is a BA Criminology and Criminal Justice program. Now, you have to understand that what does this program actually mean, and what does this program actually offer. When I talk about the BA Legal Studies program, it's a very, very strong BA degree in which you will be taught law at a preliminary level or basic level. You can call it a pre-law program, you can call a BA law degree, or you can call it a BA Legal Studies degree. It's one and the same thing. So basically what happens is You enroll in the program for 3 years, and what happens after that is, after 3 years, we give you an opportunity to upgrade to the 3-year LLB program without giving any entrance examination. You have the first right over the 3-year LLB seat, and you have the first right of rejection of not continuing with the university. So there are many students who want to explore other opportunities. Like somebody might be thinking that I've already got best of Jindal maybe in 3 years, and I want to explore opportunities maybe of studying law at Delhi University, or maybe Harvard, Oxford, Cambridge, anywhere maybe, or maybe pursuing law from National Law School Bangalore or anything of that sort, because 3-year law is also coming up in mostly all the premier institutions now. So if you have that kind of an intent, and if you don't want to commit to an institution for 5 years, though I would really appreciate, and anybody who studies at Jindal for 3 years does not want to leave Jindal, statistically also I can prove that, because if you see, last year we had 162 students graduating of the BA Legal Studies class, and 132 of them decided to stay with us only for the 3-year LLB program. So essentially, that's one advantage. The second advantage is that when you talk about the BA Legal Studies program, you're being taught subjects at an elementary level, but it's not a law degree. You are taught basics of contract, basics of constitution, basic of criminal law, so that you have a fair amount of idea of what law is. Many of these students these days get inspired by watching some law web series, probably Suits and things like that. I was also one of them who saw these web series and got inspired to study law. But you all have to understand that it is very difficult. Law in theory and law in practicality might be very, very different. So it gives you a clear understanding that whether you really want to commit to this subject or not. And more importantly, you'll be a very, very decent candidate, and probably a suitable candidate to write your civil services examination if you do the BA Legal Studies program. You'll be a suitable candidate to pursue political science. You'll be a suitable candidate to get into the field of public administration. You'll be a suitable candidate to pursue even an MBA degree and any other master's degree program that you might feel relevant, because your 3-year law seat is already reserved. As far as the second program goes, the BA Criminology and Criminal Justice program, the best part about the program is that at an undergraduate level, it is offering you a specialization. It's a different program than BA Legal Studies. It is basically a combination of criminal psychology, human psychology, victimology, penology, forensic sciences, advanced forensic sciences, and police administration in India. So anybody who has an inclination towards psychology, criminal psychology, and does want to explore other avenues, maybe after 3 years, you want to get into the field of investigative journalism, or maybe get into the areas like CBI, CID, or maybe police administration, or anything of that sort. It's a specialization degree program of 3 years, and after that, your seat in the 3-year LLB program is again reserved. So anybody who does not want to choose any other program, or does not want to get into any other stream and wants to continue with the 3-year LLB program only, for them, the seat in the 3-year LLB program is reserved by virtue of you being a student of the BA Criminology and Criminal Justice program. Both the programs are very, very unique, and both the programs give you an early degree. So after 3 years, if you want to take an exit from the university, you're free to do that. You have to understand that all the 5-year law programs are regulated by the Bar Council of India. And as a mandate and as a regulation, it's a simple rule that anybody who decides to quit the institution, maybe after 2 years or 3 years, will not get a single degree. Many of the students are under an apprehension that after 3 years, maybe if I leave from a BA or a BB LLB or a BCom LLB program, I'll get a graduation degree. But that does not hold true. You have to complete your 5 years of law to get the degree. Before that, no degree is being awarded by any institution. So therefore, you have to commit to the institution for 5 years. And people generally who get offer of BA Legal Studies or BA Criminology believe it to be a consolation prize that they have not made it to the 5-year law program. That's actually incorrect. We have students even getting 99 percentile who voluntarily are choosing to study the BA Criminology and BA Legal Studies program, because their aspiration with respect to law is very, very different. So you have to listen to your calling. Apart from that, all those who have not got a 60 percentile score, aim for the 5-year law program only. For you, the way is very, very simple. Register for May LSAT, prepare well, get a 60 percentile and above score, and secure a seat in the 5-year law program. Same goes true for the BA Legal Studies and BA Criminology program, because last year also we faced a challenge whereby seats in BA Criminology and BA Legal Studies program also got filled very quickly. So for anybody who aspires to be in the law school and want to be a part of the law school, my current suggestion is secure a seat in the BA Legal Studies and Criminology program, go through the brochure, see which program suits your interest, enroll yourself in that. And if at all you get through the 5-year law program, you can actually shift your program. You can pay the fees of 5-year law and go through the refund policy up till 15th of July. The fees is 100% refundable in BA Criminology and Legal Studies program. But if you look at the curriculum in depth and in detail, there will be very few students who will probably want to choose or want to shift from the program after looking at the curriculum in detail. More importantly, the scholarship. A very, very important question that comes to us, and many students are asking that question is, sir, my score is just 78 percentile. I missed the scholarship band by just 2 percentile or maybe 1 percentile. There is no way in which any sort of relaxation is given in scholarships, not on the basis of your 10th grade, 12th grade, or any extra co-curriculars. There is no other criteria for scholarship except for your parental ITR, which should be less than 50 lakh rupees. Even if you have a 99 percentile and your parental ITR is more than 50 lakh, you will not be given any scholarship in terms of monetary scholarship. But yes, we can issue you a certificate of merit which shows that you have performed exceedingly well in the LSAT India, and you can mention that on your CV. The scholarship criteria is very simple. Above 80 percentile, the scholarship starts. 80 to 89.99, the range is 10%. Above that, it's 25%. And 97, 98 percentile is 50%. And above 99 percentile is 75% waiver of tuition fee for all the 5 years. Subject to one simple condition, that you should not fail courses. There should be no disciplinary actions against you. I think I have briefed you enough about the undergraduate programs. I would again invite Professor Mishra, and we will take questions one by one. Thank you so much, sir.
So I had a look at all the questions. I can divide in 5 major areas from where questions have been asked. So one area is questions about scholarships, which you have covered a bit. Another about international opportunities. That means study abroad, dual degree programs, exchange programs, even the short-term study abroad programs. An interesting question about gender ratio of students. So let me take one by one. The first and foremost, I will come to the scholarship part. A student had said the fee is not affordable for me. So let me tell you very candidly that it's only a student who can reduce the financial burden, who can reduce the cost of studying at Jindal Global Law School. And that is through your performance in the entrance exam. Now, every student who has a score more than 80 percentile is eligible to receive a scholarship if your annual parental income is less than 50 lakh rupees. Annual parental income means the combined income of both the parents, evidenced through income tax return or Form 16, or any other income certificate issued by government. Generally, ITR is used for that purpose. So check with your parents. If the ITR is less than 50 lakh, it's your performance in entrance exam, which can get you a scholarship ranging from 10% of tuition fee up to 75% of tuition fee. Every student who has got 99.00 to 100 percentile, who is in top 1% of test taker, they will get 75% tuition fee in a scholarship. Students who are in the next 2 percentile, top 3% of test takers, 97, 98, they get 50% tuition fee waived for all 5 years. Those who are above 90 percentile, they get 25% tuition fee in a scholarship. Those who are in the range of 80 to 89.99, they receive 10% tuition fee in a scholarship. So this is how scholarships are administered. There is no need of a scholarship essay or any other, requirement or any extracurricular or any other thing. We determine the means through parental income and the merit through our entrance exam percentile score. So that is how scholarships are administered. Now, what if I have got 60 percentile, I secured admission? You can take the May exam. There was a question asked by a student, can I take the May exam and get my scholarship increased? Of course, in a scholarship matters, we consider higher the score. So if you take both the exams, higher the score will be considered. In January test, you may secure admission only based on your percentile score, 60 percentile. But if you get a 99 percentile in June exam, May exam, you will be getting 75% tuition fee. The scholarship can be increased as well, but it will never be decreased. It will never be reduced. Suppose you take May exam and LSAT score is lesser, doesn't matter. Higher the score will be considered for the purpose of awarding a scholarship. A scholarship link, a scholarship form submission, a scholarship policy is sent only to those students who are eligible for it. That means who are above 80 percentile. A mail will go after the admissions are closed. So still we have 3 days left for our students to secure admission in the BCom LLB Honors Program. And as Abhay told, and I would like to reiterate, that at Jindal Global Law School, all the 3 5-year programs are identical and same. It's not a BCom or a BBA or a BA. It's a LLB 5-year program. The difference is so little that if you take BA, you study History 1 and History 2, 2 courses, which are different. In BBA, you study Business Environment and Principles of Marketing and Management. And in BCom, you study Auditing and Secretarial Practice and Principles of Accounting. Only 2 courses. All the law courses are exactly same. All the electives are exactly same. All the cross-registered electives are exactly same. So no difference at all between the 3 programs. And rather, I will recommend a bit of accounting, which is available in BCom LLB Honors, is very, very useful in few areas of practice when it comes to corporate and commercial law, when it comes to taxation, when it comes to even any area involving, money, finance, financial laws, banking laws. You should know how to read a balance sheet. And that is why even our BA and BBLB student do courses in like accounting for lawyers or finance for lawyers. There are elective courses offered by some of our professors. So if you have, there is a very serious misunderstanding in our legal education setup where people think if I do a BBA LLB, I might be having good expertise in management, I'll be preferred by corporates. Absolutely not like that. Some of the leading law schools in this country, including the National Law School Bangalore or NALSA or NLU Delhi or NUJS Kolkata, they offer only BA LLB program. That doesn't mean their graduates are not becoming corporate lawyers. So the point is, these 3 are identical and equal and same programs. If you have, and also it is extreme neutral. That means whether you come from humanities, commerce, sciences, whatever background. When you join the law school, you will be trained to think like a lawyer. You will be taught courses in law and allied disciplines, allied areas, like we have a course in Foundations in Social Sciences that is taught to BCom LLB students, BBA LLB students, and BA LLB students as well. All those social science concepts and research methods which are required in law. And it's exactly identical in same program. So those students who have not secured admission yet, I will encourage you to do that because admissions will stand closed on Wednesday once the deadline is over. And we may not extend the deadline again. We will reopen it only in the month of June after the May exam. So BA and BBA are going to open only in June now, after the May test is over and results are declared. The same will happen with BCom LLB as well. So till the seats are available, you should secure it. The other question about students who secured less than 60 percentile and who are offered admission in BA Legal Studies, or what we call BA Law in many places, and BA Criminology and Criminal Justice, the two unique 3-year BA programs offered by Jindal Global Law School. And probably we are the only law school in the country offering a BA Law and BA Criminology. And I am a strong supporter of these programs. The BA Law programs in 3 years, I will encourage all the students who are given an offer. Never take it as a consolation prize. Never think I could not get a 5-year program, so I'm getting it. The BA program, BA Law program has its own advantages and unique advantages. 2 years before the 5-year students, you get your first degree. So join in 24, you get your degree in 27. Whereas the students of 5-year program will get their only degree only in 29. There is no exit in 5-year program. So the first point is you get a quick degree in 3 years' time. If you want to do anything with that degree, if you want to write IAS exam, if you want to leave law and explore other disciplines, you want to go for studying management or public policy or international relations or social work or human rights or any other social science, humanities, business, management related disciplines in India or around the world, you are eligible to do that. Your seat in 3-year LLB program is secured because these are pathway programs. If you join our 3-year BA program in legal studies or criminology, you have first right to refusal. After 3 years, you are given an advanced entry, and only after offering you admission, whatever seats are available will be offered to outside people. So there are students in this session who are asking questions about 3-year LLB program. Somebody is asking question about 3-year LLB cutoff, about graduation degree, and all those
There
things.
is a very interesting question also, which I would like you to take when you are answering 3-year LLB question. There's a student who has got
Abhay,
into
you
a-
are audible. You can mute yourself.
Yes, sir. So there is a very interesting question with 3-year LLB. I want you to take that. Uh, a student has got into JGBS for his MBA program and also our 3-year LLB program, and wants to get into real estate. So real estate work and all. So I wanted you to just, when you are addressing 3-year LLB, you can take it.
Sure. That's a good question. So I'm just, I was telling you about the LLB 3-year program. So many people do not know that the 3-year LLB program is the first program of Jindal Global Law School. It started in 2009. And the 5-year BA LLB also started together. And both the programs became the first 2 academic programs of our university. We have been big supporters of 3-year LLB program not because I have also studied 3-year LLB at University of Delhi, or even our Vice Chancellor has done that. People of our generation had only option to do 3-year LLB program. But because worldwide law is taught in a postgraduate format. In United States, all 200 law schools in the US, all the law schools in Canada, and all the law schools in Australia, some of the major jurisdictions, law is taught only in postgraduate format. That means you need to have a first degree in any discipline whatsoever. And then you do a 3-year Juris Doctor or JD. And the JD qualification offered in, say, Harvard or Columbia or various universities around the world is considered to be most prestigious law degree. The reason being, law is taught to postgraduate students, the postgraduate format, to a more matured and diverse class. In our 3 LLB program at Jindal Global Law School, a typical class could have an MBBS graduate, could have some 5 BDS graduates with degree in dentistry. There are at least 10 engineers having BTech qualification. There are graduates in arts, sciences, commerce, in physics, in computer science. There could be a graduate in fine arts. There could be a graduate in any discipline. It's such a mix. The discussion which follows in the classrooms, the academic environment which is built is unparalleled when it comes to the LLB class. And at Jindal, I can safely tell you, in my experience, this could probably be the finest 3 LLB program in the country. The way, students join us from not just the top degree colleges from around the country. At least 12 students join only from Lady Sri Ram College every year. At least 10 from Stephens, few from Hindu and Hansraj, from Venkateshwara in Delhi University, from Daulat Ram, Indraprastha College for Women, Jesus and Mary College, almost every North Campus College, Miranda House, Sri Ram College of Commerce, every year 2 or 3 graduates of SRCC join us. But they also come from Loyola College in Chennai or St. Xavier's in Mumbai or St. Xavier's in Kolkata. 10% of the class join from foreign universities. They come from premier institutions in the UK, from King's College London, from Queen Mary University, from Cambridge, from London School of Economics, from Durham, from Warwick, from Manchester. I have admitted students from most of the leading UK universities in our 3 LLB program, where they graduate with first degree in those places and come to Jindal to study LLB. Students come from the US from various institutions, graduating from University of Massachusetts Amherst, from NYU, from University of Chicago, from Fordham University, New York, from various institutions, from Northeastern University, from various colleges in Canada as well, from Australia, from Monash and UNSW and other institutions, from NUS Singapore or Singapore Management University, SMU. We have received graduates from all these institutions who come after a first degree to study LLB at Jindal. You can imagine the quality of class which is there. And if any student who has not received the offer, the option for you is to take the exam in May and improve your performance. If you have not qualified the cutoff, just take the exam, register yourself for the May test. There is no other option available. So 3-year LLB, I think I answered your question. The student who is selected for both the business school and LLB program, I would like to tell you, it's a call you have to take. It's a research you have to do. And I will encourage you to visit the university. Rather, you can even spend some time with some faculty members in the business school, in the law school, some students, maybe some alumni. Also, explore yourself. What is going to, what's your calling? Because if real estate could be the field where you want to work, typically it's management graduates who have more opportunities. But there are in the legal field, it's a niche area of practice. I have a close friend who is a partner in a law firm, and his only practice area is real estate laws. So you can build your career in either of the two fields. Both are equally great options. It's about choosing management or law. And in many cases, people combine the two as well. Now I'll come back to other questions from our undergraduate students. I can understand Most of you are from the UZ programs. The gender ratio question is very interesting. I'll be happy to tell you for last 4 years consecutively at Jindal Global Law School, 55% to 60% of the seats are taken up by the girls students, by the women, and 40 to 45% by the male candidates. So there is a positive and I will say very diverse class. Initial years, I remember when 2009, 10, 11, 12, when generally the girl students were lesser in numbers, 30 to 40% of the total lot. But last 4 years, every year, the number of women candidates is much higher, almost 60% of the class. So it's a very, very diverse campus. And the girls are also, I'll be candid to tell you, most of the gold medals, most of the, academic merits, majority of them are borne by the girl students. So it's fantastic. Recently, I was actually hearing the Chief Justice of India talking about women in law in an event attended by our Prime Minister as well. And he was so positive and he shared some data also. So I can tell you with my experience that for a long period of time, legal profession has been construed to be a bit conservative and negative for the woman, and sometimes even patriarchal, where the male dominance, and it's visible actually, it's true. Because if you look at the Supreme Court judgeship or even in high courts, the number of women judges have been very small. But the situation is going to change in next 1 decade, not much time. If you go to any judicial academy today, more than 50% judges under training are women lawyers, are women. And very soon, in the law firms, already women candidates have taken significant lead. The recent announcement of senior advocates in the Supreme Court, many of you might have taken note. A significant number of women lawyers have been, elevated, have been given the designation of senior advocates who have been, declared senior by the Apex Court. So it's great time. There is no worry about gender ratio. Was meant to worry that way because for many years in our campus, for almost 10 years, the ratio was in favor of the male candidates. For last 5 years, it's in the favor of the female candidates who are more in numbers. The next question, which a lot of students have asked about international opportunities. So Jindal is known for this. Not just in India or whole of Asia, I will rather say in the entire world, no law school has got into more academic collaborations than Jindal Global Law School internationally. We have signed MOU with 400 plus universities and institutions. Even the American law schools or Canadian law schools or those in the UK or Singapore, none of them, no university in the world can match the kind of internationalization which we have done here in Sonipat at Jindal Global Law School. So what we do, there are 3 types of pathways available to students. The first is a dual degree pathway, where our students are given an option in the pre-final year, that means the 4th year in the 5-year law program, in the 2nd year of the 3 LLB program. You can make it either a 4+1 or 4+2 dual degree pathway, or 2+1 or 2+2 dual degree pathway. This means after studying for 4 years at Jindal, for 1 full year, you can go to a partner university and study for 1 full year there. all your credits which you earn there are transferred here. And this is exactly as per the UGC scheme of things, where University Grants Commission some 20 years back had made a policy where any university can send their graduate students for 1 full year to a foreign university as an exchange student. So you can go as a dual degree candidate. You can pursue the LLM program, say at King's College London. And in 4+1, the credits you earn are transferred here. And you can get your BCom LLB or BBA LLB or BA LLB at Jindal and your LLM at King's in 4+1 pathway. If you choose a Juris Doctor pathway, the JD pathway, which is available in both the US and Canada, you can go for 2 years and get an advanced entry in JD. That means second year JD you join. So what will otherwise take 8 years, 5 years of law here and 3 years in the US, you'll be finishing in 4+2, 6 years and get both Indian law degree and American JD qualification and qualify in both the jurisdictions. So dual degree pathway is a popular one, but is an expensive option because the cost of education is very high in the US and Canada and other foreign countries. And fee affordability is one reason. The academic grades should also be higher. So this is something you people need to worry about in 2028 when you are in the 4th year of your study at JGLS. The second opportunity is semester exchange programs. That means we have some 100 institutions. Out of those 400, we have signed MOU with, who accept our students for 1 semester. There is no fee involved. You pay fee here, but you can study in even places like Cornell or Columbia or King's College London or UCL or NUS Singapore or any of our partner institutions. Say Osgood Hall at York University, at Fletcher School in Tufts University. You can go to Queen's University in Canada, in various institutions around the world. Almost all top universities in Australia. We have MOU with UNSW, with Monash, with University of Sydney, University of Melbourne. But there are few opportunities. It's a competitive process. Your academic grades must be very high to qualify for it. The third opportunity, which is available to one and all, sometimes there is a competition there also. They are winter schools and summer schools. So far, there are 13 or 14 summer schools which are offered for our students. Exclusive summer schools. Some prominent one with law school are Jindal Oxford Summer School, the summer school with Columbia University with Columbia Law School. There is one summer school we have with Harvard University. There is one with the Fletcher School at Tufts University. There is one with Melbourne. There is one with ISTE in Spain. There is a summer school and a sports law. There is a law school global league, which is an association of some 30 law schools around the world. Jindal Global Law School is the only member from India. These law schools commit themselves to teach law in a global and I will say comparative way. And the Law School Global League has dedicated summer school for its members. So our students go for them as well. So these options are open to you from first year onwards. So a student can go to more than one law school as well. More than one university. You can go in the first year to say Oxford and second year to Columbia or third year in Columbia. They're theme-based, summer schools. You need to incur the actual cost. The university doesn't have any overheads. And all these opportunities are given to you when you join the campus. And there is nothing mandatory. It's all voluntary. Students can continue all 5 years or all 3 years on our campus. and receive a same quality education what they even get in leading foreign universities. That is something I can assure you. Because when our students go to UC Berkeley and NYU and top universities around the world, their experience is not much different from what they receive at Jindal Global Law School. And it's a very smooth transition for them, because the way law is taught at JGLS is almost, I will say, comparable and similar to the way law is taught in the leading international law schools in the US or Canada or Australia or elsewhere. So this is about the international opportunities. I am absolutely delighted to tell you that today, one law school which sends highest number of students to the top international universities from India in the LLM program, in the master programs, is Jindal Global Law School. If you look at the LLM admissions in Oxford and Cambridge in last 5 years, 50% of the candidates from India who study their LLM in Oxford or Cambridge, they come from Jindal Global Law School. This year itself, in my knowledge, there are 70 graduates of JGLS who have joined top international universities, including Oxford, Cambridge in the UK, in UCL, King's College London, Queen Mary, various other institutions. They have joined NYU, Columbia, Cornell, Michigan, University of Pennsylvania, UCLA, UC Berkeley, UC Davis, Harvard Law School. One of our graduates has joined Harvard as well. Stanford, multiple institutions in the US. They have joined University of Sydney, Melbourne, Monash, UNSW in Australia. They've joined NUS Singapore, and even other institutions. So even in Germany, in Bucerius Law School. So we have that data. 70 graduates of the JGLS have joined, master's degree in world's top universities this year. And at many places, that is like a full class. So the internationalization efforts are huge at JGLS. And certainly you are going to benefit in a big way if you have that aspiration. And this has resulted in the fact that 100 plus of graduates of Jindal Global Law School today are qualified American lawyers. They have got the qualifications in New York Bar and California Bar. There are another 100 who have qualified the UK Bar in London and around, in the UK. There are 50 plus of our graduates who are in Canadian Bar, mostly in the Ontario region, and a member of the Ontario Bar there. Some of them have become even partners in law firms in Canada. Many of them are working in world's top law firms, including Latham Watkins and Baker McKenzie and Herbert Smith Freehills, White & Case, some of the world's largest law firms. Jindal Global Law School graduates have made their way. So for international legal careers, I doubt any law school, at least in our country, could match what opportunities Jindal Global Law School provides to its students. And we are very committed to it.
There were some elementary questions which I have already typed the answers. Mostly there are questions regarding, there are mostly questions which are pending right now is regarding the internships and placements that are being offered.
I know. So my next topic is
regarding LLM opportunities. Some students are asking, what are the opportunities you are providing? I'm filtering the questions and reading out.
Perfect. No, I have taken note. My next point is internships and placements. So there is a question asked by a student, how to get practical exposure. Is there a summer training available? So let me tell you very clearly, studying law at JGLS is not an easy job. It's not an easy thing. In India, you can get an LLB degree in the most easy way. There are 1,700 law colleges. And I will say very unfortunately, LLB degree is the easiest professional degree to secure from many mediocre institutions. When you come to Jindal, there are 9 mandatory internships you have to do in 5-year program. There are 5 mandatory internships in 3-year LLB program. We provide internship to each and every student. We have a dedicated Office of Career Services. You just need to respond to the mails from OCS. OCS is responsible for it. You just Google Jindal Global Law School and scholarship and internship. This winter, in the months of December and January, more than 4,000 internships were organized by our Office of Career Services. 4,000 plus. Out of that, 1,276 internships were in the law firms. You can understand. In some firms like Khaitan and Company, there were 120 plus internships in one firm in their various offices. I doubt any law school or any university can even imagine this way, this scale of operations when it comes to supporting students for internships in firms, in companies, in government, in courts, with judges of Supreme Court and High Court, with judges of American Supreme Court even. Some 20 graduates of students of Jindal have interned in the American Supreme Courts in Hawaii and New York. I mean, our students intern even internationally in some big law firms in London, in New York. We have a proper MOU with White & Case, and they provide internship to our students in various offices, including their New York office, London office, Abu Dhabi office, and few more offices. We have tie-up even with some law firms in China, in Australia. So there are international internship opportunities also available. And of course, these are all based on your academic merit. Academic merit holds the key for all such opportunities. If you look at the placements for our 23 batch, which graduated this year, it was a smaller class that way. We have had around 600 or so students who graduated with the law degree, and 50% of them, half of them participated in the placement process. If I look at the placements, almost every leading law firm in India has recruited our students. 214 students got placed through our Office of Career Services. That could probably be the highest placement by any law school in India. 110 of them got it through day zero process. That means 1 year in advance when they were in 4th year, or the penultimate year, they secured, day zero placement. And one particular law firm called Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas, the CAM, he recruited 44 of our graduates through day zero process, which could probably be the highest recruitment from one single law firm, from one single law school campus. So at the same time, I'll be candid to tell you, law school or university is not a job placement agency. Placement is not a university's business. What university can assure and ensure, and on behalf of Jindal Global Law School, I can actually assure to each one of you, the standards of education, the quality of teaching, research, learning, at least in our country, it will be unparalleled. The faculty members work really hard with the students. I mean, if you want to witness the power of faculty in an Indian institution, Jindal Global Law School is a classic example, where we admit students not with only 99 percentilers, what many, premier institutions in India do, but students even with a 60 percentile score, coming with rather a humble background, in 5 years of their study or 3 years of their study at the university, the transformation which happens at our law school is absolutely unmatched. I have seen students, going places. There is no leading law firm in India. There is no leading law office in India. Majority of senior counsels in the Supreme Court and most of the high courts, most of the big corporations, legal department, be it, all these tech companies, be it Google, Facebook, Wipro, Infosys, TCS, Cognizant, legal departments, our graduates are working, placed. They are even working internationally in various corporations world over. And that shows that good education, the education which is with academic rigor and right exposure and inspiration to students, can actually transform individuals in a big way. And I'm extremely proud of at least my institution. Our law school has transformed lives, transformed individuals in brilliant professionals in almost every field. So this is my take on internship and placement. We don't assure or guarantee any jobs to anybody. That's not our business. But you receive the best education. You receive, in a way, a privileged education. And there is no opportunity in the world, in the legal field, judicial field, or for that matter, even in other areas which are not achievable by you, if you study well, if you follow your faculty members, if you are a sincere and good student. So there was a question from I think a parent, that you admit a large class and how this is managed. I think Abhay had thrown some light on this. But you should understand, we have the largest law faculty in not just entire country, but one of the largest faculty of law in the entire world. There are more than 500 full-time faculty members at Jindal Global Law School. That is normally 10 times the size of a typical law school in India. The good law colleges, good law schools. I went to University of Delhi, and University of Delhi considered to be the largest law faculty in the country, with some 150, 160 faculty members. We are 3 times the size of Delhi University Law Faculty, and almost 10 times the size of a typical national law school or law departments elsewhere. We maintain a 1:9 faculty-student ratio. And every class is a 60-student class. The ecosystem, the educational ecosystem which is developed at Jindal, 60% of the university is law school. And the remaining 40%, other schools like business school, international affairs school, public policy school, humanities and liberal arts school, languages school, journalism and communication school. All the other schools are also having some connect with law. Our students receive opportunity to take electives, to register for courses in those schools, particularly in the evening hours. From 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. they study courses in their own programs in law school. But from 4 p.m. till 10 or 11 p.m. in the night, these are only electives, only courses which you love to study, you choose to study. So what NEP is doing now, the National Education Policy 2020, is recommending to various universities in the country. We had implemented it in 2010 when we started our business school, and every year we came up with a new school. So the education which students receive is a privileged education. If you make best use of it, I have no doubt that it will go a long way in shaping you as not just a lawyer for our country or a legal professional in India, but a truly global legal professional. Our graduates, we expect them to be as qualified, as good lawyers. They should be in India as in the US or Canada or UK or any jurisdiction in the world if they get an opportunity to go and practice law or work as a lawyer in those countries. There is a question from Avishi about 89 percentile and a scholarship. So this falls in 10% tuition fee, a scholarship. You should take May exam and increase your score if you want to go in 25 or 50 or 75% bracket. There is a question from Anirudh about the LLB program, about a graduation degree, I could say. So the final year degree, final year mark sheet, you have time till 31st July. And then we also give some extension till say 30th September to the last to submit your final transcript. The 12th mark sheets are available before 31st July of any board. Sometimes IB students have some problem, but we give extension of time. We try to make sure your academic year is not lost because of delay by some university in releasing your final year mark sheet. So that is what I wanted to tell about this LLM program. There is a query about, the cutoff. And so, LLM is a one-year program. It's a fully residential one-year program. If you choose to come to Jindal for LLM, there are 10 specializations. If you have not received an offer of admission, again, you should take the May test. We accept even CLAT PGA score. My colleague Ravi Raj is in the office. You can always write to him, contact him. We can even leave his number in the chat box. LLM candidates should, I will request Abhay to put Ravi's number, Ravi and Ishan, who take care of LLM admissions. Just get in touch with them. They will help you, understanding the process, because LLM admission process is a bit different. As per the UGC rules on one-year LLM program, 30% weightage has to be given to your SOP and CV, and 70% weightage to the entrance exam score. So if you have not got an offer of admission, take the entrance exam again or send your CLAT PGA score. That will be considered for admission. I think I have answered most of the questions. And if anything left, because we wanted it to be, so.
But almost everything is covered.
Yes, I could see. There are a few questions I can take. We have a few more minutes. Internships in BA Legal Studies, of course, in 3 years, 5 internships, mandatory in BA Legal Studies. We will not send you to the Supreme Court lawyers or the law firms or judges, but you will intern mostly in think tanks, in research organizations, in say NHRC, in a state human rights commission, in information commission, in non-governmental organizations, intergovernmental organizations, but internship is mandatory. When you join first year LLB, after that, you can directly go for internship anywhere. So all pure law internship or judicial internship follow. The safety, there is a question about safety of girl student from Shraddha. So I like to tell you the girls are in majority on campus. It's absolutely safe campus. I doubt any university has the kind of security arrangements which we have met here in Sonipat. There are maybe probably 200 plus security guards, 24/7, security cameras, and all the arrangements are in place. You should visit the campus. It's absolutely safe campus. Sometimes some stray incident may happen anywhere, and I wish the students to be careful when they are on campus and don't be utterly negligent while leaving the campus, or respect the time limits fixed by the university. Scholarships are of course applicable for all 5 years. The only rule in this regard is you should not fail your courses. University doesn't want you to be a topper because you get a scholarship. You should not fail. You should not be debarred on attendance ground. And you should not have any disciplinary proceeding against you. Otherwise, scholarships can be revoked. It can be reduced. And the onus is on the recipient of a scholarship who did not honor the term. So 90% of students who receive a scholarship, it continues for the entire program, all 5 years. But there are 10% of students whose scholarships are reduced or even revoked completely. So I wish the student to be aware and not be in such a situation. So emails regarding reply note and others, whatever you send to us, it's all safe with us. You need not worry.
I've already answered that.
There could be some acknowledgement, but there is, once you have a fee receipt, and the fee receipt says that your transaction is successful, that means your seat is secure, and you do not need to worry, you are a bona fide student. There are actually judgments of various high courts that a fee receipt is a conclusive proof of admission. Once a university issues a fee receipt, it cannot deny admission. So you are a bona fide student the moment a fee receipt is generated. Your seat is absolutely confirmed. So I think we answered all questions. There's someone asking, JGLS is not on NIRF. That is true. We have never participated. NIRF, or for that matter, any Indian university rankings or law school rankings have their limitations. They're all limited to one domestic, I will say, Indian territory only. And we compete internationally. I mean, we submit data to both QS and Times Higher Education. And I think you may be aware that Jindal is the only law school in India which broke into top 100 law schools of the world ever. And for consecutively last 3 years, we are ranked top 100 in the world. We have reached up to 70th rank, is the highest. The only other law school which has broken into top 200 or top 300 in the world from India is NLS Bangalore. No third law school from India has ever made it to the top law schools internationally. So JGLS actually competes internationally. And I'm very happy to inform all of you that we are way ahead of many law schools in the UK, in Canada, even in the US, and many other, developed countries. There are, at least in the field of law, our law school is ahead of many of them. And I will encourage you to go and check on the QS website. It's a British organization based and headquartered in London. They do a very serious research and produce these rankings every year. So Ivy League institutions, of course, we have tie-up with most of the Ivy League universities, a proper MOU, substantive collaborations, exchange program, even faculty exchange, a lot of other 10 types of collaborations we do with foreign universities. So a student with 55 percentile has asked, any chance for BCom LLB admission? I will say, secure a seat in BA Legal Studies or BA Criminology. If there will be any chance of reducing the cutoff, if a seat becomes available, then certainly after 60, it will come to 55. And you can have a chance to join 5-year law program in this exam itself. But there are chances that this may not happen. You should be open for that. And you should ideally contact after Wednesday, when our deadline is over. we will take a decision if, the cutoff could be reduced. The chances are very little, but if there will be a chance, you'll be informed by us. So Janya is worried that if I take May LSAT, my seat secured through January exam can be revoked. Not at all. May LSAT has nothing to do with your admission. Only if you take May exam, you can enhance your scholarship. You should check with your parent, Janya, if their income is more than 50 lakh and you are not eligible for scholarship, no need of taking May exam. Just relax. Your seat is secure and you are free till July. No need to worry about any other exam. And I should tell you, all of you, I am there at Jindal Global Law School for almost 13 years, since very inception. And in old times, almost every student who joined JGLS used to be a CLAT taker or those who used to take other exams. Could identify who did not even take CLAT or any other exam. They are so committed to study at Jindal Global Law School. And many of them came from abroad, from after their schooling in the US or Middle East countries or many other parts of the world, even in Canada and Australia. They did their schooling there. They took only LSAT and came to JGLS. So now there are some 100 to 150 students who do not even take any other exam. They only take LSAT and join JGLS. It's like their first preference and only preference. So those who have secured admission, I congratulate all of you. Those who are in Delhi NCR and nearby, welcome to the university tomorrow and have a breakfast with us and spend time with our Vice Chancellor. We will organize this in future as well. Someone has asked that I cannot come tomorrow. We keep on organizing this, not just in our campus, but other cities in India and around the world. For our alumni, we do, our meets in New York and London and other places as well. And of course, in Bombay and Bangalore and Chennai and other cities. So on campus, we will let you know when the next, open house and interactive session will be organized. But I believe it should be there on the next Saturday and Sunday, maybe on 17 or 18 of February. Most likely the Saturday, 17 of February, there is a good chance. But Vice Chancellor's interaction will depend on his availability. We will let you know well in advance. We won't give you a short notice like this. And of course, today's information age, just Google and you'll find all the information. So I think we covered everything. Thank you so much, all the students and parents who continue to be connected for such a long session. And I wish all the very best. Please meet me on campus whenever you are coming to the university. Maybe some of the questions I could not answer. Some of the hands are raised. Maybe, some queries might remain in your mind. Look at your admission offer. A series of phone numbers are given. All official admission officers of the university. Speak to them. They will answer all your questions. And if there is any other issue, I am leaving my email address for all of you. It's apmishra@jgu. And you can drop just a one-line email. I'll be very happy to guide you. So, Abhay, we can end the session now.
Yes, sir, we can end.
Yeah, so thank you so much, everyone. Have a great evening ahead. And looking forward to see some of you on campus tomorrow.